name's Alexis, and today we are doing 3 looks with 3, yes, I know numbers, with the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. You might have seen these looks already on my Instagram if you follow me on Instagram, so this is just a little quick tutorial on how I did some of those looks. The first is a like neutral, everyday look with the neutral tones and the gold in here. The second look uses more of the purpley red tones, and then the last look is this look here, which is the blue, a blueberry smoky eye basically. So if you want to see how I did these 3 looks and some final thoughts at the end, then keep on watching. So the first shade I'm going to take is Soft and Sweet. Oh, I just stuck my finger in one of the eyeshadows. I'm going to take Soft and Sweet, which is this transition color. That's the way I can describe that. I'm just going to put this in and above my crease. And then the next shade I'm going to take is Toasted, which is like a gray brown, just a little bit of that. Just to deepen up the crease a little bit more. So putting this right into the crease. Oh, somebody's crying. And then I'm going to take Chocolate Mousse, which is the dark brown, and put this on the outer, like, third-ish area. And a little through the crease. Simba? What's going on there, buddy? And I'm just going to take my blending brush and blend all those edges. And then for the lid, I'm going to take Honey Dipped, which is the gold. Put this all on the lid. Basically on that space that you have blank. And blend all your edges. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take Chocolate Mousse again. Bring it all the way across. And blend. And then I'm going to take Sugar Cookie and highlight my brow bone and right in the inner corner. And I just put on some liner inside and some mascara, and that is the finished look. So a nice neutral, easy everyday, I mean every day, every night, whatever, look that you can do with the Berries and Cream palette. For the second look, I'm going to start with Bittersweet and use that as my transition shade. So I'm just going to put this in and above my crease. There we go, now we can see better. Okay, so I did that, and next I am going to take Warm Pie, which is this one, and put that on the outer, like, third-ish area, and through the crease, just slapping it in there. Nothing too fancy. Give all that a blend. And then I'm going to take a little bit of cherry juice, which is this one, and just use that to darken up the very outer corner a little bit. And give everything a blend. And then for the lid, I'm going to take Cranberry and just put that all over this blank space that we have. And then the lower lash line, I am taking Warm Pie again. All the way across. And give everything a blend again. And then I'm just going to use the same Sugar Cookie shade to highlight. And here's look number 3, using more of the warm, reddy shades. The last look I'm going to take... The last look I'm going to take Toasted, which is like the grayish transition shade, and put this in and above my crease. I'm going to build this up a little darker than I would normally do my transition shade, because this is the only color we're going to put in the crease. And then I'm going to take the blue, which is Blueberry Muffin, and put that all over. All on the lid. And up into the crease a little bit, not too much. Blend the edges. And I'm also taking the Blueberry Muffin shade on the lower lash line. Oop, you can't see that. Now you can. And then to highlight, again, I'm using Sugar Cookie. and I tried to put a blue liner in the lower lash line, but it wasn't really showing up. But anyways, I tried to do that, black liner in the top and some more mascara, and that is the finished blue look. Nice blue smoky eye. Okay, so here are my thoughts. First of all, this palette is very versatile, as you can see from all the looks that I did. You can get daytime looks, you can get nighttime looks, you can get fun pops of color. Very versatile palette. Shadows, pigment is fantastic. They are so smooth, they blend beautifully. You're gonna get kick up, but that kick up does not bother me. The only thing I did notice, so I've done these looks that I just recreated for you out in the world, like real life, and I didn't have any problems with them. And doing some of them now, and maybe you kind of noticed, some of them were like patchy and like not blending, and it was kind of weird because I was like, but I've used these before and that didn't happen to me. And I think it's because since I was doing these looks back to back, I wasn't putting eye primer on. I was just taking it off and like dabbing my eyes dry basically and putting more eyeshadows on. So I think these shadows need something underneath it to stick to, whether it be concealer or even just powder or eye primer. They need something to give them a little help. Does that make sense? Because I was like, why is this happening? This did not happen when I was first using these, but I don't know, maybe it's just that these shadows need something underneath them, which is not a big deal to me because normally in everyday life, I would be wearing eyeshadow primer under these anyways. But like I said, I was just doing these looks back to back, so I didn't bother putting eyeshadow primer on. But I love this palette. This palette is fantastic. I love it so much. The only shades I have not used are Blackberry, which is the black, and Sweet Cream, which is like this matte white color. And that's it. I've used every other shadow and I've had no problems whatsoever with eyeshadow primer. So I would say if you've been looking at it, definitely get it. This is a beautiful palette. This blue, I bought the palette for this stupid blue shade and I love it so much, and I don't even like to wear blue that much, but definitely pick it up if you've been looking at it because it's great.